knew that we weren't supposed to touch it. And so, of course, she not knowing this, she went down and touched it, and some neighbor hollered, "Get that baby's hand off the railing." So with that, I just told her not to touch it, but I'm sure she'll touch it again until we put up a railing beside it so that she doesn't come in contact with that one. But this is what I mean. Children actually don't know this type of a thing. It has to be instilled upon them.
In New York, Chicago, St. Louis, and in suburban Fallcroft, Pennsylvania, we've seen how some white Americans in the North responded when confronted with Negro Americans demanding freedom now. We've seen white opposition increase as the Negro came closer and closer, until in Fallcroft, Pennsylvania, the strongest fears, integrated housing and intermarriage, erupted into violence. When a lack of understanding and emotion take over, as they did in Fallcroft, how are these real feelings to be dealt with? Perhaps the rioting on that Fallcroft street could have been avoided if some organization, apart from the civil rights groups, had helped the people of Fallcroft overcome their fears. The major civil rights groups have sought mainly to desegregate, to open doors to Negroes that once were open only to whites. As those doors began to open, the hope was that new contacts between Negroes and whites would mean improved white attitudes. And in many cases, new contacts have helped the white man look at the Negro man in a new and kinder light. There are places where real integration is proceeding peacefully. But as long as there are whites who respond with bitterness and even violence, the white man's emotions cannot be ignored. Following a summer of growing white resistance in the North, Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. has recognized this. Talking about the Northern white, he said recently, "We can never have meaningful integration until these prejudices are recognized and discarded." Obviously, a major effort by both races is needed to see that these prejudices are recognized and discarded. The American Negro is now making an unprecedented effort to gain his freedom and the respect of whites. The American white is going to have to make an equal effort to prepare for the day when he is confronted. Most white Americans have not yet been confronted by the Negro who will not go away. The schools, churches, the government agencies, the communications media, all have a responsibility to help the white man accept his new relationship with his fellow Negro citizens. But ultimately, whether or not the white man receives the help he needs, it will be the truly personal decisions that count. And so every white American now needs to ask himself, what will my answer be when I am confronted?